A new warrior has entered the ring!
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Let us begin. This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will the drive parry here open things up for him? Starts with a jump in. The jump in is denied. Gets the counter hit throw. Taking stock. Well-timed corner switch. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something? KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Still very early in the round. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 1 chases them down. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive returns. Zones with the springs forward with the drive rush. From upstairs. Oh, burnout triggered. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Pokes with a medium kick. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. They got a big dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in left to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Closes in. Connects with the throw. Player 1 needs to use the... How did they read that throw? Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Breaks it. What now? Betting it all on a drive rush. Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Getting up close and personal. All in with a rush. Amazing. Did we see a drive impact here? Gut punch. What a finish. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Goes for the throw. Trips them up. Player 2 chases them down. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Jumps in. What'll happen here? They need to rely. Burnout. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. From up above. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player 2 can build off this lead. Avoids getting stuck in the court. Drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown and scrapping it out up close. Breaks those shins. Throws a fireball. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Drive gauge is looking bad. What'll they do now? Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? All in with a rush. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Curls him from above. It's time for both fighters. Turning it right up with the super. Spins it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. That corner is starting to look scary. Keeps him out. Overdrive Hadouken. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Sets up with the jump in. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art ready. Over in a flash. Player 2 comes away with the win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Dashes forward. Surprises them with a drive rush. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game goes for the super art? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. They've got the meter for a drive impact. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Closing moments of the match. One, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Genius read. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Checks with a medium kick. In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Anti-air drops him. Can't tech the throw. Shows a medium kick. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Medium kick. Checks with a medium kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Will we see a drive impact? Not close enough for the throw. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Anti-air in the clutch. Player all in with the rush. Note comes off the tank and scores the win. Player 1 comes away with the win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Jumps up. They block the overhead, and Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Starts off zoning with fireballs. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Going in? They may need to spend some meter here in order to close out this round. What closes with the throw? Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Projectile to try and change the situation. Was looking for drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Oh, burnout triggered! What'll happen here? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're backed up into the corner. Both fighters planning something? Burnout dissipates. Throw escape. Shinku Hadouken. Going in? A drive impact could end it all here. Their will to win in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in for this one. Goes for the jump in to start. Final round. Who busts out the parry? Medium kick into all in with a rush. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu brings that MD and whooping ass to work. Shakes things up with a fireball. Player 1 has the super gauge leg kick. Player 1 may be able to huge chance after that wall spot. Closes it out. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Oh, whiffs the throw. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Still slugging it out here. Throws him down. Player 2 chases him down. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Knocked down. No more drive gauge. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Duck out to try and change the situation. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Strings it all together. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 has an empty drive beam. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters planning something? Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Will we see a drive impact? Throws a fire, springs forward with the drive rush. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. You've got this is gonna hurt. It's all in with the rush. Still alive? Still alive? Hanging by a thread. Just need one final deny the jump in attempt. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Scuff him. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 will look this and lead to some big damage. Player 1 needs to take rushes in. All in with a rush. Amazing. Looking for a hole. Medium kick into. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? Player 2 has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Fights back with authority. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. That combo finishes it. Player 1 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Shows a medium kick. Anti-air drops him. A parry? Big counter. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Strings it all together. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. All right, what's coming up next? Get some. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. That combo pries him open with a Shoryuken. The low heavy is denied. Scrapping it out up close. Hashogeki. And now, player 1 holding on to that. Oh, burnout triggered. A quick breather. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Perfect parry. How will they follow up? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their this can lead to some big damage, but burns out. Will this be enough to kill? Flatline zone.
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Sticks out a kick. Adds a bit of OD spice to it. The match just started. It's anyone's game. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They're sitting on a full super arm, all in with a rush. What's next? Player 2 with the rhythm, owning all the throw connects. Player 1 may be able to practice it up with a throw. Player 2 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. A parry? Drive boosted Hadouken. Did well to get the buff in there. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The combo's there. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Checks him with a projectile. Does a good job of pushing back. Solid KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Scrapping it out up close. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Burnout activates. A quick breather. Player hits him with a stop and bomb. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive, springs forward with the drive rush. Drive usage is back on the table. Both fighters, there's an overdrive shorty. Still slugging it out at this range. One'll have drive rush to keep it going. Attempts to drive rush. Links in. Oh, burnout triggered. They return to center stage. And they create an opportunity for what a finish! Player 2 comes away with the win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will the drive parry here open things up for him? Parries the attack, and Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Trips them up. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Recovers from burnout. Knockdown. Was looking for that jump attack. Throws them to negate the block. Next hit will end the round. Will he finishes it with the anti-air? Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Medium kick. Are we going to see some fireworks here? They're being absolutely relentless with the drive rush to keep it going. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Risky up-close scraps still going. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make meets the jump in with a perfect parry. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. A trade, but they're not worried. Crowns them from above. All in with a what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts and drops him hard. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Player 1 is in a very late. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Clutch anti-air. This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. The parry. Amazing. Did we see a tri-roll burnout? Did they mean to do that? Noticeable life lead is an all-in with a rush. High-tech solar plexus strike. Finds the target. They're dizzy. Stunned. Are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. The first round begins. Knocked him out of the air. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Will that drive impact get punished? Throws him. What's next? Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. Good job blocking the jump in. Big Tobe springs forward with the drive rush. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. In there! Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Will Weiss decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. The anti-air drop springs forward with the drive rush. Overdrive like okay. Oh, burnout triggered. What's next? Life lead is there, but still tough tap to close it. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Slips the grab. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where's this match gonna go? They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They trade hits, and now Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. From up above. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. Going in, drive rush to keep it going. KO! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Did well to get the buff in there. Anti-air springs forward with the drive rush. A quick breather. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Going in. Player 2 needs to... Can this drive bring them back? Life lead is there, but still... KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Start, sets up with the jump in. Oh! Putting the cherry on top. Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu. That corner is starting to look scary. Players all in with a rush. Breaks it off. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Harry connects.
Not good enough.
Breaks through with the throw. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Dashes forward. Forward throw. Not letting them out of the corner. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the throw. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Nails the anti-air. Drive gauge finally recovers. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Springs forward with the drive rush. KO! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Drive rush to keep it going. Does a good job of pushing back. All right, what's coming up next? Full SA meters on deck. They're going for the super art. Opts to continue the attack, experiencing burnout, but uses the gauge for a super art. The big flex, the broken jaw, Shin Shoryuken! Burnout activates. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? KO. Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done here. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 chases them down. Still slugging it out here. Got their eye on the air. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. If they can't escape this rock-solid court, burnout activates. Heading into the end game now. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? They trade. Things are slow going right now, but we may burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 needs to deal with Shinku Hadouken. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Jumps, goes for the throw. Both fighters planning something? Still drive rush to keep it going. Jumps up, this can lead to some big damage. Then springs forward with a drive rush. Player 2 is in a very tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. We see a drive impact here? Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Time to go for all in with a rush. What now? Closes it out. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Pokes with a medium kick. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Trips him up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Sticks the combo. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Heading into the end game now. It's getting 10 KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Did well to get the buff in there. Checks them with the projectile. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Going in. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 is the last fighter standing. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump in catches them. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Taking stock. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Uses the parry. Oh, easy tech. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. All right, what's coming up next? Shoots off a fire, drive rush to keep it going. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Checks with a medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Shinku Hadouken! Wow, that's some big time damage there. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They trade hits. Throw connects and does big damage. Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. A real test of KO. Player one is the last fighter standing. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Pokes with a medium kick. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Blocks the jump in. Player two is just about out of drive after that. Neither of them willing to back off. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Burnout is triggered. They saw a path and they took it. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Graphic springs forward with the drive rush. What's the next move? Player burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Jumps in. Big throws. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. We see a drive throw burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. The last round, all the throw connects. Clean parry. All in with a rush. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu putting that MD and whooping ass to work. Blade adds a bit of OD spice. Turns out. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Ooh, does them dirty. Player two can't win this without pulling the burnout. Did they mean chisels them down? Player one survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Opts for the throw. All right. Lots of aggression. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. What's the play here? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. All right, nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Nails the anti-air. They're not a Shinku Hadouken. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Keeping them away. Blocks the low heavy. There's an overdrive shorty. Goes for a projectile to try and heats it up with a combo into super. Both fighters planning something? Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Not drive rush to keep it going. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, burnout triggered. Player KO. Player one proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Fires off in overdrive. Deals some damage with that quick combo. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Oh! Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Backs them into the corner. Oh, whiffs the throw. Definitely answers the air attack. Gets him. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets the jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Goes for the jump in. Knockdown and will we see a drive impact? Shows the medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Still scrapping for control of the space. Drive rush to keep it going. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. In there. Player 1 is the last fighter standing. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Backs them into the corner. They've been pushed into the wall, and the stun's there. Player 1 is maintaining its perfect execution and gameplay, nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 needs to use burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 has an empty drive lead. This is a very precarious situation. Will we see it? Oh no! Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 gained a hard-fought